Funding for this program is provided by Arkansas Governors Quiz Bowl Association.
Hello there and welcome to the Arkansas Governors Quiz Bowl Association State Championships. I'm your host, Dawn Scott, and we have an exciting day ahead with Quiz Bowl 2021. Today, 14 high school teams will be competing to see who will win this year's state championships. We have a marathon of sorts for you today with this year's Quiz Bowl broadcast. First up is the 1A state championship. That'll be followed by the 2A, 7A, 4A, 5A, 3A, and 6A divisions in that order. If you've been a longtime viewer of Quiz Bowl here on Arkansas PBS, you're going to notice a lot of changes this year. Last year, for the first time since 1985, we had to cancel the competition because of COVID-19. This year, we determined that the competition must go on, so we've made several safety adjustments to the broadcast. Our students are joining us remotely via Zoom from the campus of the University of Central Arkansas in a room large enough to safely socially distance. Our quiz master, commentator, judges, scorekeeper, and timekeeper, they're all socially distanced here in our Arkansas PBS studios, so let's meet them now. Our quiz master this year is Steve Patterson, and Bill Davis joins us again for another year as our commentator. The judges are Sandra Elliott and Monica Springfield. Rick Clow is our head judge. Carolyn Schrei is the all-tournament judge, and Tammy Elliott is our scorekeeper and timer. And now we're ready to introduce the teams for our 1A Conference Championship match between Haas Hall Rogers and Haas Hall Springdale. For Haas Hall Rogers, we have Mira Arun Kumar, Dylan Rodriguez, Caleb Campbell, Devlin Zamaron, and the captain is Zach Tannehill. Alternates include Nathan Whitaker, Isaac Thompson, John Martin, and Elora Tannehill, and their coach is Jasmine White. And for Haas Hall Springdale, we have Cassidy Wade, Kai Pham, Rachel Gnai, Michaela Morano, and Daniel Martin as the captains. Alternates are Maylee Pham, Olivia Smith, Adrian Faulkner, and Julia Cecil. Their coach is Paul Wolf. And we welcome Bill Davis back again today. And Bill, you've been a close watcher of Quiz Bowl for so many years. What can we expect to see from these two teams today?
I think both of these teams are going to be fast on the buzzer. Their depth of knowledge is going to be unbelievable. I've seen Haas Hall grow from one school at Fayetteville till now. I think there's 4 or 5 in the state. And as we can see, it's Haas Hall Rogers and Haas Hall Springdale. I expect a very fast-moving game.
I'm looking forward to it. I know that you are as well. Thank you so much, Bill. And I'm hearing the students are all in place and they've received their final instructions. That means we are ready to kick off Quiz Bowl 2021. Good luck to both teams. I'll turn it over now to our quiz master, Steve Patterson.
Thank you, Dawn, and welcome teams from Springdale and Rogers, both representing Haas Hall Academy up there. And we appreciate the hard work y'all are doing in making it back to ATN. We do have some things that are going to be a little different today because of the COVID, and we're here in the studios at Arkansas PBS, and y'all are in a different building, but we're going to make everything work and everything is going to go well. I do want to remind teams that even if you buzz in, I take the first name off of the program and then I clear it. So even though you may have buzzed in, when I clear it, you'll have to re-buzz. So don't forget that. All right, well, it looks like we've got 2 great teams here. Zach, you're the captain for Haas Hall Rogers. And Daniel, you're the captain for Haas Hall Springdale, right?
Yes, sir.
We won't need that until the second round, but I want to get my bearings straight. All right. Teams, are you ready to start? Well, we wish you well. When we're through with this half hour or so of play, we're going to have a new 1A state champion for Quiz Bowl. All right, here is the first toss-up question. In 1713, Holy Roman Emperor Charles IV issued the Pragmatic Sanction to ensure that his eldest daughter would have the right to take over the throne when he died, after which his daughter Maria Theresa became Empress of Austria. Which of Maria Theresa's 16 children then became Queen of France? Well, the correct answer is Marie Antoinette. All right, number 2. In this book, the title character is asked to talk about her adventures, but she insists that it would be of no use to go back to yesterday because I was a different person then. Name this Lewis Carroll book that I've just described. All right, Dylan from Rogers?
Alice in Wonderland?
No. All right, and Daniel from Springdale?
Alice Through the Looking Glass?
No, the correct title of the book is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. All right, we'll clear the board. And here's question number 3. In a normal human, it consists of one coccyx, one sacral. All right, Dylan.
The ear?
Dylan, I cannot hear you.
The ear?
No. Let me finish for the other team. 12 thoracic, 7 cervical, for a total of 26. Identify this. All right, Daniel?
Spinal column?
No. The correct answer was vertebrae. Vertebrae. All right. 2 oil company executives paid cash, bonds, and other capital resources to the Secretary of the Interior in exchange to access to naval oil reserves. Name the scandal. All right, Kai.
Teapot Dome?
That's right, Kai. And so your team is on the board. All right, here's the next toss-up. In classical mythology, what was the name of the beautiful girl, a personification of the human soul, who was visited each night by Cupid, who told her that she must never... Rachel.
Nike?
That's right. So Rachel from Springdale gets those 10 points. Good job. All right, we're going to do math computation for the next one. Got 20 seconds on the board, and here we go. The sum of 4 consecutive integers is 122. Find the sum of the smallest and the largest. Answers, please. All right, Daniel?
56?
No. Rogers? No answer? All right, the correct answer is 61. 61. All right, this author's works include the unfinished Sanditon, as well as a novel in which Catherine Morland imagines there will be all sorts of Gothic events at the boring tidal manor, Northanger Abbey. Name this English writer of Emma and Persuasion. All right, Rachel.
Jane Austen?
That's correct. So Rachel from Springdale gets those points. All right, this term is derived from ancient Greek roots meaning light and sphere. Name this portion of the sun, which is... All right, Devlin, you were first.
Photosphere?
That's correct. So Devlin from Rogers. Okay, here's question number 9. Name this island chain made up of 150 islands, which extends into the Bering Sea off the coast of... All right, Daniel.
Aleutian Islands?
That's correct. So Daniel from Springdale. All right, what kind of bias occurs when a person answers questions on a survey untruthfully or misleadingly? Because they feel pressure to give answers that are... All right, Daniel.
Implicit bias.
Incorrect. Because they feel pressure to give answers that are socially acceptable. All right, Zach.
Explicit bias.
No, response bias is the correct answer. All right, we'll clear the buzzers. And judges, we're going to extra number 3 for this next question. Under standard conditions, it is the lightest metal and the lightest solid element. Like all alkali metals, it is highly reactive and flammable. Name this group 1 element having atomic... All right, Daniel.
Aluminum.
No. All right, let me finish. Atomic number 3, which has a variety of uses from... Okay, Dylan?
Lithium.
Lithium is the correct answer. Very good. All right. Go back to the original questions, judges, and we're on number 12. This word is from the Greek meaning eyewitness. It is a common practice conducted following murder or an unknown cause of death. Give this term for a post-mortem examination. All right, Devlin, you were first.
Autopsy.
That's correct. All right. Devlin is from Rogers. All right. Evangelista Torricelli developed the first known of these instruments. Name this scientific instrument, which can be either mercury or aneroid. Okay, Kai.
Thermometer.
Say it again.
Thermometer.
Are you saying thermometer?
Yes, sir, I am.
No. Let me clear. Name this scientific instrument used for measuring atmospheric pressure. And that is Zach.
Barometer.
Yes, barometer is the correct answer. All right, what are the only 2 letters of the alphabet that do not appear on the periodic table? No answers? Okay, Daniel?
A and C.
No. I'm going to clear the buzzer for the other team. All right, Zach?
J and Q.
That's correct. All right. This 5th century king devastated lands from the Black Sea to the Mediterranean, instilling fear throughout the Roman Empire. Okay, Kai?
Attila the Hun.
Yes. All right, reset. Identify the traditional music for Latin text used in the Roman Catholic worship, which is marked by free... Okay, Kai.
Mass.
I'm sorry?
Mass.
No, let me clear for the other team and finish. Free-flowing rhythms that follow the phrasing of the text. All right, Caleb?
Hymns.
No, the correct answer is Gregorian chant. Gregorian chant. No Catholics in the group, I guess. All right, math computation. Give all solutions for the absolute value of quantity 2x minus 5, close quantity, minus 3 equals 4. All right, Dylan.
X equals -1 and x equals 6.
You're absolutely right. All right, that was question 17. Going to 18, what collective term refers to all attorneys and is named for the railing that separates... All right, Kai.
Bar.
Bar is correct. All right, discovered by Galileo in 1610, it is larger than the planet Mercury. It is named for a Trojan prince, beloved of Zeus, who became cupbearer to the gods of Olympus. Rachel.
Ganymede.
You're right. All right, question 20. This man served as mediator between Mexico and Texas, but became a supporter of Texas independence. Name the man who served as Secretary of State for, and that is Caleb.
Sam Houston?
No. Secretary of State for Texas and became known as the father of Texas. All right, Daniel?
Davy Crockett.
No, the answer is Stephen F. Austin. All right, and that was the last question of round 1. Okay, now do we have any challenges? Captains, I can't see your coaches, so I'll look to you to see if there are any challenges. None from Rogers? None from Springdale? All right. So our score at the end of the first round is very close. Haas Hall Springdale 70 and Haas Hall Rogers 60. Would either team like to make substitutions at this time? Springdale, no. Rogers, no. Okay. Then let's continue on into Act 2, like we're doing a play, into round 2. And this time, of course, if you get the toss-up correct, your team gets a bonus. And so good luck. All right, the very first question is math computation. Into how many degrees does 5 pi divided by 4 radians convert? All right, Dylan.
225 degrees.
You're right, and you've earned the first bonus. All right, your first bonus is about Frankenstein. Okay, Frankenstein. And Zach, you're giving me all the answers?
Yes.
All right, answer the following questions about the novel Frankenstein. Who authored this classic novel?
Mary Shelley.
Answer Mary Shelley.
Yes. What is the novel's subtitle?
The modern day Prometheus.
Answer The Modern Day Prometheus.
No. What is Dr. Frankenstein's first name?
Victor. Answer Victor.
Yes. What is the novel's genre?
Science
fiction.
It's science fiction.
Answer science fiction.
No, I have Gothic on that one, and I can accept horror. All right, the other one that you missed is the modern Prometheus, not the modern day Prometheus. All right, but you got 2 out of the 4 for 20 points, so good job. Let me clear the buzzer. All right, here we go, both teams. Here's your toss-up. In what classic American poem is a star player so sure of his abilities that he does not even swing at the first 2 pitches, then surprisingly strikes out? All right, Caleb?
Casey Jones at bat?
No. That he then surprisingly strikes out on the 3rd. Let me clear that buzzer for y'all. Causing his team to lose the game. No answer? So the correct answer was Casey at the bat. Casey at the bat. Casey Jones would be the train conductor, I think, or engineer or something. All right, here's another toss-up for both schools. This refers to the influence of gravity on plant growth or movement. Simply put, it means that the roots grow down and stems grow up. Give this word, which comes from 2 words, one meaning earth or ground. All right, Mira.
Gravitropism.
No. Let me clear for the other team. I say that, I didn't want to clear. All right, the other meaning plant movement triggered. Thank you, I can't say triggered today. Daniel.
Geotropism.
Geotropism was what we needed, good job. All right, so that means you have won your team a bonus, and it is called World War II. Answer these questions about World War II. Collective name given to Great Britain, the Soviet Union, and the U.S.
The Allies.
The Allies. Answer, the Allies.
Yes. Battle in Belgium, in which 80,000 American lives were lost, the deadliest ever for U.S. forces.
Antwerp.
Antwerp. Try Antwerp.
Answer, Antwerp.
No. Collective name given to Germany, Italy, and Japan.
Answer, the Axis.
Yes. And Spanish dictator during World War II.
Answer, Franco.
Yes. And the one you missed was the Battle of the Bulge. The Battle of the Bulge. All right, we have 2 bonuses left. Let's try to get it with this next toss-up. Make sure I've cleared, okay. Since 1946, they have represented the U.S. Navy and the Marine Corps to audiences throughout the United States and abroad to showcase the excitement and power of naval aviation. Name this team of 130 active duty sailors and Marines who train at El Centro, California, and are based in Pensacola, Florida during show season. All right, Daniel?
The Blue Angels.
Daniel, you've won a bonus for your team because Blue Angels is correct. All right, this is called Old Testament. Old Testament. Answer these questions about King David. What king sought to have David killed?
Answer, Saul.
Yes. Who was David's father?
Jesse.
Jesse.
Answer, Jesse.
Yes. In what city did David reign for 33 years?
Answer, Jerusalem. Answer, Jerusalem.
Yes. And who did David anoint to follow him as king?
Solomon.
Answer, Solomon.
Yes. So all together with the toss-up, 30 points on that question. Good job. Now we have 1 bonus left and several questions to get there because y'all are just doing so well. Here's the toss-up for both schools. What number can be mathematically defined as the infinite sum of integral iterations for k of 1 over k factorial, is irrational, and is the base of natural logarithms? All right, Zach, you were first.
E, the natural number.
E is correct. Good job. All right, let me clear that. So you've earned your team a bonus called Famous Scientist. Singular, famous scientist. Answer the following about Albert Einstein, famous scientist. All right, here we go. For what did he win the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics?
The photovoltaic effect. The photovoltaic effect.
Defer to Devlin.
The photovoltaic effect.
Okay, yes. In his equation, E equals mc squared, what does E stand?
Answer, energy.
Yes. What nation offered him their presidency in 1952?
Israel.
Answer, Israel.
Yes. At what Ivy League university was he teaching at the time of his death?
Wait. We're like 10 to 15 behind. Do you want to just throw this so we'll be in a good spot for the lightning round if we get first?
Answer,
pick?
please.
Just it's up to you.
Princeton.
Answer, Princeton.
Princeton is correct. All right, and that's the end of round 2 with all the bonuses gone. And I see that so far we have a score of Haas Hall Springdale with 125 and Haas Hall Rogers with 110. Any challenges to any of those bonus questions? None? All right, it looks to me like Haas Hall Rogers will get to pick the first category. And, I apologize. So Haas Hall Springdale has a challenge, and we're going to take a moment and allow them to fill out their forms for that and to present them to the judge.
And while they do that, we're going to check back in with Bill Davis, our commentator. What have you seen so far? What are you thinking about this matchup?
Both of these teams are very, very good, and they're coached very well. Notice their focus when they're answering questions. That you can tell they're listening to the very end of each of the questions. The thing that they're into right now in this challenge is that they have to be challenged in one of the bonus question parts. They can't challenge a toss-up question. They can only challenge the bonus part, and that's probably going to flip it 5 points one way or the other if they're successful. If not, however, the quarter that they're fixing to go into, which we refer to as the 60-second round, is often the round that flips a game. And as close as this game is, it will be Rogers that will go in and get the first choice. If they're able to run that 60 seconds, they'll get a 20-point bonus, which will put them in the lead. So it's real tricky. Now this year, because of COVID and the way we're set up, they can't flip any of these back. In other words, if a team takes a segment and they run 8 of them and they don't get the other 2, the other 2's not going to go to the other team. That would be normal play. This year, they just get the choice of the 60-second, answer as many as they can. The team that gets the first choice is obviously going to have an advantage because they're going to pick an area that they think they can run it. And you won't see that happen very often. Even when they pick, doesn't matter either team being in charge of picking that, you won't see a team run all of them because there'll always be 1 or 2 in there that will throw them. It will be very important for Rogers in this match. Now, once they get through the challenge, then Steve will give them the 3 options that they'll have, and they'll have 60 seconds, a minute, in order to pick it up.
Will be something to watch and very interesting. Bill, thank you so much for your perspective. We're going to take a short break while the judges deliberate. We'll be back.
Welcome back. We had a challenge after the second round. The challenge was by Haas Hall Rogers against Haas Hall Springdale. Challenged an answer that was given by about Albert Einstein, and we have discounted the answer for the Nobel Prize. Photoelectric effect was the correct answer. So we're taking 5 points away from Haas Hall Rogers. Okay? All right. Got that taken care of. Those challenges like that may seem small, but they can be very big at the end. So we want to make sure we make them when we need to make them. All right, it is time to go into the third round, what we traditionally call the lightning round, although it's not so lightning this year. You'll get 5 seconds to answer your questions, but first you have to choose a category. And Haas Hall Rogers and Zach, here are the choices you have. You could choose planets and their moons. Name the planets having these moons in their orbit. You might want to choose phobias. Identify the source of the following phobias. Or you might choose constitutional amendments. Give the number of the constitutional amendment that's being described. Teams, you have 1 minute to decide.
And while we await their decision, Bill, give us your thoughts.
Well, one of the things is we just saw Rogers lose 5 points on that challenge. So now it is even more incumbent on them to pick a area, and those are diverse areas that we're talking about here, that they think they have the knowledge they can run all 10 of them in 60 seconds. And then, of course, Springdale has got to counter that. But this is the quarter that a lot of times flips the game. You can be behind and you can come out of this ahead, or you can come out within 5 or 10 points, and that puts you in the driver's seat.
Very interesting. Well, they're taking their seats, and it looks like we're getting ready to hear what their decision is. We'll send it back over to our quiz master.
Well, welcome back. Our teams have been deliberating what they would like to have their questions about. And Zach, you get to pick first. What have you chosen?
We will be doing phobias.
Phobias, all right. So that's going to be Rogers. All right. All right, Daniel, having heard that they're choosing phobias, do you want constitutional amendments or planets and their moons?
We would like constitutional amendments, please.
Okay. All right, Zach, are you ready?
Yes.
Now, when you decide to give an answer, I like how you're saying answer and then giving the answer, so that's working well. Your team is free to gather around you if they'd like. All right, so you chose phobias. And it says identify the source of the following phobias, in other words, what it is a fear of. All right, if you're ready, we're ready. Heliophobia.
Heliophobia? Yeah, answer sun.
Yes. Hemophobia.
Hemophobia, fear of blood.
Yes. Nyctophobia.
Fear of night.
Answer fear of night.
Yes. Phobophobia.
Fear of light.
Answer fear of fear.
Yes. Somnophobia.
Answer sleep.
Yes. Necrophobia.
Answer fear of the dead.
Yes. Zoophobia.
Answer fear of animals.
Yes. Astrophobia.
Answer fear of space.
No. Dentophobia.
Answer fear of teeth.
No. Equinophobia.
Answer fear of horses.
Yes. And the two that we didn't get, astrophobia is the fear of thunder and lightning. And dentophobia is the fear of dentist. Dentist. Close with teeth. I probably would have guessed that too. All right, now, they did great. Got 8 correct, and you have the chance to do just as well or better, Daniel. Once again, Daniel, when you want to give an answer, say answer. All right, here we go. Give the number of the constitutional amendment being described. Abolished the poll tax.
Answer 24.
Yes. Establish presidential succession.
Answer 25.
Yes. Establish the direct election of senators.
Answer 17th.
Yes. Freedom of petition, assembly, and religion.
Answer 1st.
Yes. Gives all races the right to vote.
Answer 15th.
Yes. Limits the presidency to 2 terms or 10 years.
Answer 22nd.
Yes. Prohibited the sale of alcoholic beverages.
Answer 18th.
Yes. Protects against double jeopardy.
Answer 5th.
Yes. Protects states' rights.
Answer 10th.
Yes. And provides for equal protection under the law.
Yes. Answer 14th.
Yes. All 10 correct. Excellent. And in Quiz Bowl World, when we get all 10 of our round 3 questions correct, you get a 20-point bonus. So excellent job. All right. Now, do we have any challenges to that round? Zach, anything?
No.
Daniel, nothing?
No.
All right, what about substitutions to go into the 4th round? Nothing from Haas Hall Rogers? Y'all are not substituting, Daniel?
No. Can you hear me all right?
I can now, yes.
Okay. No, sir. We're not substituting.
All right, just making sure. All right, we've got our board ready to go here, and we still have a close game, 245 to 185, with 200 points up for grabs, so this could go any direction. I wish you both well, both worthy teams for our 1A state championship. All right, here we go with the last round. According to the Los Alamos National Laboratory, this trace gas is found in the Earth's atmosphere to the extent of about 1 part in 20 million. Name this the heaviest of the non-radioactive noble gases that has the atomic number 54. All right, Mira.
Xenon?
Yes. Okay, question 32. This federal agency of the United States Department of Health and Human Services is responsible for protecting and promoting public health. All right, Devlin.
The Centers for Disease Control and Containment. Nope, that's CDC. Nope.
No. Let me clear and finish. All right, name this agency which oversees the safety of tobacco, prescription and non-prescription drugs, vaccines, veterinary products, and the food we eat. All right, Daniel, you were first.
The FDA, Food and Drug Administration.
That's absolutely right. Okay, we'll clear. Named after a region located on the Slovenian-Italian border, what type of geological formation is shaped by dissolved bedrock and is known to cause sudden massive sinkhole collapses? All right, Kai?
Alpine?
Say it for me again.
Alpine?
No. I'm going to clear for Rogers. Okay, Zach?
Isthmus?
No, the correct answer is karst topography. All right, let me clear. She holds the distinction of being the woman with the most quotes in Bartlett's familiar quotations. Name this reclusive American poet known as the Belle of Amherst. All right, Rachel.
Emily Dickinson?
That's correct. And that was Springdale's points right there. All right. In 1839, this man accidentally spilled a mixture of rubber and hot sulfur on a hot stove and discovered that it did not melt. Caleb.
Goodyear.
That's correct. All right, we're going to go to questions 36 after I clear the buzzer. All right. This man graduated from Yale University in 1773. He joined the American Revolution and was hanged by the British as a spy in 1776. Name this patriot who, according to legend, said, "I only regret that I have but one life to give for my country," as he stood on the platform with the noose around his neck. All right, Devlin?
Henry?
No. Kai?
Green?
No, it's Nathan Hale. All right, next question. This statistical property equals 0 only when there is no variability and becomes larger when the observations become more, Zach,
Deviation.
more specific. I didn't hear that, Zach.
Standard deviation.
Yes, that's correct. All right. Nothing is so painful to the human mind as a great and sudden change. This line is appropriately spoken by what character created by author Mary Shelley? All right, Daniel?
Frankenstein.
That's correct. Your body is less dense than this substance, and you can actually float on it. Name the substance seen in movies where the hero is sucked down. All right, Kai?
Quicksand?
Say it again.
Quicksand.
Yes. All right, let me clear the buzzer for the teams. All right, it spanned the reigns of 5 French and 5 English kings. Name this Okay, Kai.
The 100-Year Wars?
Kai, you're right. Good job. All right, following the flood, Noah sent 2 birds from the ark to see Daniel.
Doves.
Incorrect. Let me clear for the other team and finish. To see if the water had receded. What 2 birds did he send out? All right, Caleb.
A dove and a pigeon?
It was a dove and a raven. A raven. All right. Math computation. We haven't had one of these in a while. Give all solutions for the absolute value of quantity x plus 2 equals 3 minus x. All right, Mira.
X equals 1/2.
No. Let me clear for the other team. I've cleared. Okay. And Cassidy?
X equals 1/2 and X equals 0.
No, actually, I'm going to accept the first answer that we got. Who had that one correct?
That was Rogers.
Rogers? Who was the person that answered correctly on the 1/2? Mira. We'll give Mira the 10 points on that. All right. Looked like I had 2 answers on the page, but I did not. All right. Matsuo Basho is considered to be a master of haiku, his most famous of which is about the sound made by what animal jumping into a pond? All right, Mira.
Frog.
Yes. All right. The athlete Sam Holness has recently stated that he hopes to use superpowers at the Ironman World Championship this year. This would be an amazing feat for this athlete who suffers from what? Daniel.
Paraplegic.
No, let me clear. Okay, Caleb.
Cerebral palsy?
No, he has autism. has autism. All right, clear. It is the third element in the 15th column of the periodic table and is considered a metalloid because it shares features with both non-metal and metal elements. Name this highly poisonous element. Mira.
Arsenic?
Yes. Okay. All right, question 46. In 1547, this man was crowned the first Tsar of all Russia. Name this man who ruled with a... Okay, Kai.
Ivan the Terrible.
That's correct. All right. What term in geometry defines an angle whose vertex lies on the edge of a circle and whose sides are determined by two chords sharing an endpoint? All right, Daniel?
A triangle?
No. Let me clear. Rogers? Zach?
A tangent triangle?
No, I needed inscribed angle. Inscribed angle. All right. In this novel, Dick Hickok and Perry Smith enter the home. All right, Rachel.
In Cold Blood?
Right. In many parts of the world, life depends on this weather system, the absence of which can result in widespread famine and even death. Name this periodic wind which brings heavy rains. Rachel.
Monsoon?
Yes. All right. Born in poverty, he had become a wealthy Tennessee lawyer and rising young politician by 1812, when war broke out among the United States and Britain. He was the hero of Horseshoe Bend and New Orleans. All right, Caleb.
Andrew Jackson.
That's absolutely right, and that was the last question of the match. All right, so are there any challenges? Daniel, Zach, any challenges?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Any challenges?
No.
No? All right, so with our score being correct, it looks like it's 325 for Haas Hall Springdale and 255 for Haas Hall Rogers. And Haas Hall Rogers is our 1A runner-up, and Haas Hall Springdale, the new 1A state champion. Congratulations. Here in just a moment, we'll have presentations over in the student room.
Congratulations to Haas Hall Springdale. Bill, that was what we expected to see, do you think?
Yes, it was. The one that took the 62nd round, Springdale, put themselves in the driver's seat when they got into the fourth quarter. But I want to make a comment about Rogers. They did not give up. Even when they realized they were climbing up a hill and a pretty steep hill, they still buzzed in and answered and still kept focused. That says a lot for their character. Congratulations to Springdale.
Sure was a great matchup. We have a lot of smart kiddos here, don't we?
Very, very smart. You
All
bet.
right. Bill, thanks so much. Let's get our audience back to University of Central Arkansas for the award presentation. We'll send things over to Carolyn.
All right, Don. Let us tell you about the 1A all-tournament team. Madison Hall from Norfolk, J.T. Roscoe from Sacred Heart, Caleb Campbell from Haas Hall Rogers here, Elliot Rusiger from Norfolk, Cody Maxwell from Nemo Vista, Kai Pham, who's over here from Haas Hall Springdale, Logan Millsap from Mulberry, Dylan Rodriguez from Haas Hall Rogers, Devlin Zamarin from Haas Hall Rogers, Samuel Ritter from Mulberry, Tyler Eller from Nemo Vista, Zeke Sanders of Viola, Allison Humphreys from Calico Rock, and Colin Fisher from Guy Perkins, who is the high point player of this group with a 13.75 average, and our MVP, Daniel Martin from Haas Hall Springdale. And Daniel here gets not only this nice little trophy and a medal, but he also gets a check for $250. It'll be in
account for college.
yeah, and it'll be coming in the mail.
Thank you.
Now we need to reward our trophies to our top 2 teams. Haas Hall Springdale needs the first place trophy over here, and it's coming this way. No, it's coming that way. Right, that's right, that way. These two get confusing. And for Haas Hall Rogers, we have the second place trophy. Oh, and we all move this way now. Okay. And that is our 1A champions. Congratulations.
Congratulations again to Haas Hall Springdale, and a huge shout out to Haas Hall Rogers. That is 1 down and 6 more matches to go. Stay right with us on Arkansas PBS. Up next is the 2A state championship featuring Haas High Bentonville and Lifeway Christian out of Centerton. We'll see you then.